What's going on this evening, family? What's going on? Your welding coach checking in, and I wanted to talk to you about 60-10 downhill, 70-18 uphill. Now, both of these rods have the one in the position where it shows you it can be welded in all positions. But this one can be welded up in the position, but not down because of the slag. The slag is too fluent, it tends to run into your puddle, which can cause you to fail a test, get slag in it. Now, if it was something you was doing around the house or something, that's a different situation. But if you're talking about testing and being done correctly, you want to go uphill with the 70-18. Now, the 60-10. Now, the 60-10 is a little different. You actually can go uphill and downhill with the 60-10. But it's preferred, what most people do with piping, you're going to start from the top and come around to the bottom. Top to the bottom. That's normally how you do it when you're welding pipe. I mean, that's how I was taught. So a lot of times you'll see this 60-10 basically on pipe. When you get to doing structural welding, 70-18 is God. 70-18 is God on that job site because it got more alloy. It can bend, it can flex with the weather so it won't crack. So that's why when you see on bridges, it's 70-18 all the way out on the D1.5 test. You will not see a 60-10 because 60-10 is a fast freezing rod, which can cause it to crack. That's why it's good for a root pass when you're doing pipe. Or something that ain't gonna take a lot of jerking and stuff like that where it can break. So today we want to practice a few downhills and a few uphills. So today is gonna be my last day in the shop until next week. We actually finished up our welding class today, and they're gonna graduate January the 5th. It's supposed to be graduating tomorrow, but it got pushed off. So instead of graduating tomorrow, it's getting pushed off until January the 5th. So today I wanted to go live, help y'all out a little bit, answer a couple questions, see if I can do a little welding, help a person out if they're going to class and they're working on stick, because I see a lot of people working on stick. A good technique for downhill. Now it all depends. If you're keeping it, you can do a circular motion that's real tight, or you can do back and forth, especially on pipe. Now you can do upside down C's, like it's a few different things you could do, but I would keep it simple. I like the circular motion down or back and forth. Now we gonna do both of them. Salute, thanks for checking in with me. But we're gonna do both of them actually. So on a rule of thumb, this eighth inch 60-10 can be, I would say, start off about 85 to 90 amps. Every machine is different. But I would say start off about 85 to 90 amps. Yes, uphill, you really want it to kiss the metal. If you get it so close, you can feel the arc keeping it off of it. You're barely scraping it, like you're like an 1/8 inch off of it. You want to be real tight. The tighter, the better. On this particular practice, what we're going to do, we're going to set the machine to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So what we're going to do, we're going to set the machine on 90 amps. What we're going to do, I'm going to set it now. We're going to set it on 90 amps to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Now, I believe with the 90 amp setting, I should be able to work both of these rods. Now, the 70-18 is actually a 3/32. So it's a 3/32 70-18, so shouldn't be no issue. So from that rod, 70-18, in my personal opinion, I wouldn't run the 3/32 70-18 over 100 amps. That's just my personal opinion. I wouldn't run over 100 amps if I was you. So, and then when you run that 60-10, I mean, I wouldn't run, honestly, 85. Now, you can get a lot higher. You can get 85 to 100 amps on it, depending on the machine, depending on how quick you're doing or how you like it. But I like it to control. I like to be in control all the time, so I don't like to have to rush. I like to be in control, so I like to have a moderate heat setting where I can be able to control it. So what we're going to do first, we're actually going to do a 60-10 downhill first. We're going to go downhill first, and then we're going to go 70-18. Yeah, okay, that's a 1/8 inch. Okay, that's not bad. Yes, I just took my rods out of a rod oven. I just took them out the oven. Now, certain places you don't have to. If you're keeping them concealed, I think you'll be okay. If you bought some on your own, you don't have to go run and go buy an oven. But I'm gonna tell you, they do run a lot smoother and crisper if you keep them, if you take care of them. That's because if you get massive globs of weld, that's because you're not tight enough. You're not close enough. You're kind of long arcing it. That's the evidence of long arcing it. You want to keep it real tight as you can. So we're gonna run this one. My goal is I'm gonna start on this side here, and I'm gonna run down. We're gonna run across, but our goal is we're gonna run some 60-10s, and then we're gonna run some 70-18s and look at the characteristic difference of all of them. So I'm gonna start here and run a 60-10, and then we're gonna go from there. Kind of cheating a little bit. Sit this over here a little bit. I'm gonna kind of use the wall, this little wall, to brace myself, so I can use this as my brace. So that's what I'm gonna do. My bad. It would help if I get the ground over here. I just noticed I didn't have the ground. Like, I ain't even got the ground hooked up. I had the ground hooked up to the table behind me. We was doing some flux core earlier, so I was on that table. I'm like, my bad. All right, let's ride, fam. I'm doing a tight circular motion. Okay, remember what I said about 60-10 being a fast freezing rod? Because as soon as you come out the puddle, it'll freeze pretty good for you to dab back into it. Sticky Mig, okay, salute to you. TIG is a little challenging, but it's not that bad though. TIG it really isn't that bad, especially if you get someone to literally show you a couple tips. It really ain't that bad, fam. So let's clean this one off. Somebody tell y'all a story. I got a student that love to work out. I always want, man, I'm gonna go to the gym. I always go to the gym. Scared of the ground. How you wanting to work out and you scared of the ground, boy? He's scared of the ground. Oh man, I got the ground a lot. Fam, that's part of it. All right. Ran that one right there, didn't turn out bad. So this is the one we just did. So I just ran this one. And I'm gonna run another one. I kind of, you see my little squirrel, I kind of got off on my little deal a little bit. So we're gonna ride right beside it. But turned out pretty good. Turned out pretty good. And I was doing a small circular motion too. So you'll know what kind of motion I was using. So we're gonna actually use the small rod and tie in. So we can tie in. That way we can utilize all the rods we got. I should be able to go, I don't know, I might not get half, but like a quarter, then I'm gonna grab another one. So when I'm doing normally I just tap the beginning of it, clean the piece where I'm gonna be restarting it, and then I tap back into it. Yes. I need to clean my hood off. Clean my hood off. I'm running about 90 amps, fam. 90 amps. Yeah, it's safe to hold it. I'm using a 60-10 right now. We're doing 60-10 downhills. We're gonna do one more, and then we're gonna step on this side and do a 70-18. Right now we're running 60-10s downhill. Not today, but I got one in my archives. If you want to check out my series inside of my bio, I do got it where I did a 60-10 root pass. We're going to use the remainder of this rod and dive back into it. $5P, yes. Yes, sir. Yes, it is. Yes, you want a real short arc. There go the one I just finished. Turned out pretty smooth, And I was cutting them other welds in half. Now we're gonna dive on this side and start some 70-18s. Yeah, you wanna keep it real tight, fam, tight as you can. Well, actually, when you look at the third one tells you the position, and the last one gives you the makeup. It tells you what's all in it, how many alloys in it, or what they got inside the rod. Now, if you notice that the 60-10 got 1 and then a 0 at the end. When you're dealing with the 70-18, you got an 8 at the end, meaning it got more alloys in it. It got more different things inside of the rod than just metal. So now, let's switch it up a little bit. And even listen to the sound too. Listen to the sound. We're about to go uphill with the 70-18. It's gonna be a completely different effect. But the goal is to do the same. Keep it tight, fam. Keep it tight. You want a tight arc. You want the arc tight as you can possibly get it. And, you know, you're going to be working on your travel speed because you don't want to start and go real slow, then go fast and slow down and, you know, kind of get a decent travel speed. Me too, fam. I love 7018 myself. Let's dive into it. Now I made it all the way down to my numbers on that one. And look, it's peeling. Let's come from the side over here. You can see it from the side. Now that is called scorpion tail. It's when your amp is good and your travel speed is good and the metal was clean, it'll peel. That's evidence that I was running that thing. That's evidence I was running it right. I was running it right when you see that, fam. Woo! Wasn't bad at all. We ain't even gonna clean. I'm just gonna let you see it. Turned out pretty good. Now, like I say, as you go, you'll get better and better and you'll fine tune your travel speed. Some people move to the side a little bit so they can really make sure they get their travel speed down. Some people do little side to side, small motions to keep their travel speed. I got a pretty good steady hand. I've just learned how to do it, fam, over time. It just takes time. I'm certified in pipe. I got my cert in my pocket. I'm 6G certified. But we don't do pipe here. It's all structural here, so I understand. If you want me to do some pipe, for those who keep asking me, send me some. I do it. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I ain't doing nothing. We ain't got none. Practice always make perfect, fam. Yeah, dropping dimes, picking up what? Hundreds. We're going to drop some dimes and pick up some hundreds, fam. Fam, I like it all, fam. I really do. I enjoy all aspects of welding, but I really enjoy fabrication. So I enjoy fabrication like a lot. And I got this piece that's about to fall out. I don't even have a screwdriver. I'm gonna have to, my little piece on here is trying to come out, so I'm trying to tighten it a little bit before I dive back into it. Yes, I recommend getting into welding. Hey, stay at it, fam, if you're just getting into it. What school do I recommend? Mine. Come here, Little Rock, Arkansas. Hit me up, contact in my bio. You know I'm going to recommend mine all the time, fam. Best way to start is to get started. Stop procrastinating. Find you somewhere. Use your phone other than scrolling. Do some Googling. Google. Where's the closest AWS welding facility near me? Where's a private facility near me? All that good stuff, fam. You'd be surprised what you can do if you just talk to your phone. Salute. What he said, don't get discouraged. Just stay at it, fam. Stay at it. And don't be worried about what someone else is doing. I can't tell you how many people I have taught that's worried about this booth. We in this booth. You worry about that booth. What are you worried about what's going on over there for? Worry about what's going on in your booth, fam. Just take your time. You working on your own pace. That's the best advice I can give you. Take your time, work on your own pace. Nah, it's not going to be great, but if you stay at it, you're going to get it, fam. Salute. Thanks for the love. Thanks for checking in. With the 6010, I was running 90 amps. Now I'm running 7018 with the 332nd, and I'm also running 90 amps. I call this killing two birds with one stone. I always keep my amperage on the same. If it was an 1/8" rod or whatever, I get it where I can be able to kill two birds with one stone. Appreciate the love, fam. Thanks for the love. Let's burn into this one. You see, my speed is about the same. I'm steady burning down to about the same, and it's dropping. It's been dropping off. Woo! So you know it's been burning pretty good, fam. I shared that post today. I shared a meme today that says work smarter and not harder, fam. Meaning, I'm gonna tell you one good piece of advice. Learn from other people's mistakes. You don't have to mess up all the time. You can literally watch someone else mess up and watch their mistakes. So if you got a good instructor, his goal is to show you the ways he have already messed up so you don't have to mess up. My goal is to help you get there faster. Like, we're trying to get to 10. If I've been doing this 20 years before you, I should be able to say, okay, 9 plus 1 equals 10. And you'd be like, man, we're 10 that fast? Someone else might say, okay, we gotta go 1, 2, 3. That ain't my goal, fam. The person that's been in it for a while should be able to show you some tricks where you can still get to 10 just a little bit quicker. That's my goal, fam, to give you some game. Keep it tight. Your angle, your gap, and your travel speed, fam. I'm going straight. I'm not using no pattern on the 7018. I try to keep it tight, and I just stay straight. Yeah. Anyone can. If you send me a message on Instagram, I will check it out, fam. If I miss it, I swear I get back to you. It's Your Welding Coach on Instagram. Y'all can send me videos and pictures on there. Make sure y'all subscribe to my new YouTube channel. The link is in my bio. Your Welding Coach. Check it out, fam. Okay, tips to keeping that bead straight now. So I don't have any on me at the moment, but get you some soapstone. And if you got to, actually, hold up for a minute. I think I got a piece over here. Yes, I do. I think I got a piece. Yeah, I had a piece in my backpack. So what you want to do is you have to literally watch it, because some people have problems with seeing. So if you have problems with seeing, it might help you if you get a cheater lens or something. If not, get you some soapstone and put your mark right beside the toe of that weld. And you want to make a habit of doing that. When you put a weld down, you go into the toe of that weld and you cut it in half. That is actually bonding both of them together. You don't want to run stringers up and you got all these stringers uphill and none of them tied in. They just stringer welds all up. Nah, work on a couple things at the same time. While you going up, work on going up and tying them in and keeping them tight. That way you get more out of that process when you learn it. The toe of the previous weld is right beside it, if that's what you're talking about. Salute, salute. Let's dive into this next one, fam. I got a couple more minutes. What time we got? Today, like I say, today I got a couple things going on. I'm actually gonna man, I've been having so much on my plate here lately, fam. I just wanna chill out and do nothing. You know what I mean? So I'm taking my vacation tomorrow. And I'm still gonna stay in contact with y'all. You know, I'll probably still go live or still drop a couple videos, but I'm not gonna be at the school though. Let's dive in. Remember to watch the toe of that well. Think of the toe of the well like you driving and you stand in between the yellow line. If you driving 75 miles per hour and you go over into the other lane and they driving 75 miles per hour, you're probably going to have an accident, fam. Yeah, I traveled that one a little fast. I had a little bit extra on that one now. But the goal literally is like driving a car. You want to stay in your lane. If you getting over to that other lane, you can literally have a head-on collision, fam. You going 75, they going 75, both of y'all probably gone. Depends on how the car hit. Stay in tune with me, fam. I got a lot of free education, fam. I try to give you all I can until you actually get into school. Because I will say this. I can do some courses online. You can watch me. But when it comes to this, I like to teach people just like I was taught how to ride a bike. It's hard to teach somebody how to ride a bike without me putting my hands on that bike with you, getting started. Once you get started and you gain a little confidence, and I can step back and you can do your thing. But I really think you got to find somewhere hands-on. You have to find you a tutor, a private school, a facility, someone on-the-job training, someone, a old school vet that's been doing it for a minute that can give you some tricks to a trade. Now, everyone isn't a teacher, but you can learn something from everyone. So some people don't know, may not know how to break it down correctly, but you can watch them, check out what they're doing, and you can steal their moves, fam. Keep that in mind. Thanks for the love, fam. The main thing, fam, that's gonna be the main thing. Or you can, like I say, you can whip it in and step it. Some people don't drag and do the keyholes, so sometimes you can take the matters in your own hands, so to speak, and kind of whip it in. So it all depends on how you want to do it. What do you mean a lot of the industry? You got me on that one. Maybe you didn't say it right. Would I be away? You caught me on that one. Go that next one. And we're going to run one right here, and then we're going to switch over again to 6-10. Thanks for checking in, fam. Thanks for checking in. So we're going to use the soapstone again. And like I say, this is only practice. Practice, practice, practice. Hold up, fam. It got the popping up pretty quick on me. Oh, okay, yes. I did it all, fam. Doing construction, you can be away from family if that's what you want, but it don't bother me not being around family. You know what I mean? Especially if you got to take care of them, you're going to always have your downtime, you know. And I had downtime where I wanted to be around them and I wasn't around nobody. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it is what it is on that aspect. But construction, just traveling welder, you ain't got to be on the pipeline. It just depends on if you want to be an ironworker welder or, you know, you do shutdowns where you go to different towns and they do turnarounds for 30 days or 45 days. I know people that just chase shutdowns because you make good money doing those shutdowns and you can take off whenever you want to, you know, and dive into another one. You know, I got guys that only do shutdowns 6 months out of the year, and that's it. The other time of the year, they on their boats or they shooting or traveling or whatever else they want to do. Fam, I'm going to be honest with you. Me personally, I don't believe in a union. That's me personally, but I know brothers and sisters who dived into it. If that's in your area and that's your way to eat or that's your avenue, do what you got to do. Me personally, fam, after me doing time in prison the way I have, I would rather do it my own. You know what I mean? I would rather work, you know, I would rather have me a side hustle and start my own business, which is what I did, and come up with a different way, a different avenue. That's just on me. You know, everybody different though. Everybody is not a hustler. Everybody is not an entrepreneur and don't think outside of the box. Some people are systematic. Yeah, a lot of places start about that. They got to shut down. They got a couple mobile jobs here that's doing flux core and stick welding, and they paying $27 and $100 a day per diem. To me, that ain't bad. Getting started, that ain't bad. Now, if you in the union gonna pay way more, probably 45 or something. But it is what it is, fam. I hate when people just come in here and say random things. Normally, I have to block somebody every time I go live just for saying something to me that's. I'm about to burn. I'm gonna go on to burn one. I ain't even mad at you because I was just about to burn one anyway. But it seemed like you a little bit anxious for me to go on and do it. What up with it, man? What's going on now? Thanks for checking in. Thanks for checking in. Hey, fam, learn all you can. Fam, learn all you can. While you can. You literally want the rod kissing the metal. So I want to say this too, just for a rule of thumb. This one right here is going pretty good. You know, I say it's considered a scorpion tail when you see it peeling like that. I just knocked it off with my glove. Wasn't bad at all, fam. Wasn't bad at all. Salute, salute. Hog on, family. Hog on. I love it, fam. We just knocked that one out. And like I say now, we're going to switch it over and do a 60-10. So we would just run the 70-18. And like I say, what we're doing right now, we're killing several birds with one stone. We are running stringer beads, and we keeping it tight, and we using the same amperage to run two different rods. We got the 60-10 and the 70-18. The 60-10 is an 1/8" rod. The 70-18 is a 3/32 rod. I actually got a few different hoods, but this is my Lincoln right here. I actually got a few different ones, but this was the gift. I like this one for shop fabrication, welding in the shop, teaching. I like this one. And then I have a pipeliner, I have a Jackson. I got a few different hoods, fam. I probably got one, two, I probably at least 5, 6. I got at least 5, 6 hoods, real talk. A hot 3G root. Man, the main tip is to keep it tight, fam. I love to say this. Angle, gap, travel speed. Keep it tight. The best, the closest you get is going to just make the weld look a lot better as long as your amperage ain't too, you ain't got excessive amps. So if your amp's right, fam, just keep it tight. Watch the puddle. Keep it tight, watch the puddle. You be all right. It all depends on if it's 60-10, it could be horseshoes, it could be zigzags, it could be back and forth, whipping, circular motion. 70-18, I don't run one. What up, fam? What up, fam? Shout out. You know, I was raised in Montbello's, man. What's up with it now? Honestly, I don't like the word dregs because that word came from our colonizers. If you're gonna say something, say you should get some locks, because that's our native language. They're not called dreads. We didn't call them that. They called us that when they was catching us. Look at them dread-headed people. That's dreadful. That ain't what we called it, fam. I still like 70-18. You can get the smaller ones if you're using something small. 70-18, people use the 60-13s. It all depends on what you're doing. I just got finished. Salute. Thanks for checking in, man. I appreciate y'all for checking in with me. Oh, they got a lot of different work out here in Arkansas. I'm in Little Rock right now. It all depends on what you're doing. All depends on what you're doing, what you want to get into. Salute. You said it. 70-18 is a hell of an all-around rod. It is, fam. It is. So now we're finna switch it up. I was just running the 70-18. Now we finna dive back on the 60-10 and we're gonna go downhill. Give me a second, fam. My other phone is blowing up. I want to make sure it ain't nothing important. Because I am back here in the pit by myself. Hey, fam, if Union helped you out, then do what you got to do, fam. Do what you got to do. Okay, I don't know anything about that program, fam. I don't know, fam. I had to Google it. I would Google it if I was you, if you in California. It all depends on what you think, fam. You in the academy up in Northwest? You in the G-Tech in Northwest? Okay. Salute. You should be in there with with my family. About to do some 60-10 down here, fam. About to do some 60-10 down here now. Now, I want to say something. This setup that I have is a good way to practice than having a straight flat plate. Now, I'm going to tell you why. This is 2 pieces of 2-inch 3/8 angle, welded back to back in the 45. So that way it can give a groove on this side on all four corners. It's a groove all the way around it, which allows you to put in a root pass right in the middle. So you can work on the root pass, putting your first weld in, your hot pass right over it, and then start stacking the passes till you come all the way out. So this is gonna help you run the beads, learn how to do the process, help you stack, help you focus on your groove and your hot pass, and then bringing it all the way out. Now, once you go over this, look at that, you got 4. Once you go over this 4 times uphill, fam, that's a lot of passes. You're gonna be the master at about that time, especially if you got somebody showing you what to do and what not to do. I like that. I like that. I like that, Captain Lockbeard. I like that. Hey, I'm messing with that. I'm messing with that. I don't know anything about the I don't know anything about the Hobart School. Honestly, I really don't. But I like their material, so I do buy Hobart stuff, Lincoln and Miller. Them 3 of my brands. So yeah, I would say it'd probably be a good school. Check it out. Man, I'm working on it, fam. I'm working on it. I got to get my money up, fam. I'm working on it. Fam, I ain't gonna lie. If you got the money to buy your own machine, you know, I would just get something that's affordable. If you're gonna start, I would just say, you know, if you're gonna do things yourself, fam, I would just recommend getting something that's a multi-process machine. At least a small one where you can learn multiple things. Lincoln got one that I really like. I like that, what is it? It's the 140 MP. It's a multi-processor, man. That's a cool unit getting started, and you don't break the bank. So you can get one for under 1,000 or about 1,000. I think that's a good unit. Let's dive down here. So we're gonna jump on this other side and go down here with the 6010. And we're running 90 amps. Hold up, fam. Kind of got blind there for a second. Then I didn't do my mark. As soon as I did, I'm like, man, let me mark this one. I want to make sure I see it because I'm running 6010s on one side, 7018s on one other side. I don't want to get sidetracked. Salute, salute. You getting it in. Well, for the BMW, you doing some tigging, huh? Okay. Salute, salute. Man, that's all I'm trying to do, fam. Lead by example, trying to help somebody out, fam. Because I was the same one, young, looking for somebody. So I'm trying to give the information out because literally, I was the one looking, fam, and I couldn't find nobody to help me. So I give the information for free. I teach it privately. Like I say, whatever I can do to help somebody, fam, I'm game. I'm game. Especially in a setting like this, man. I mean, this ain't hurting anybody. We ain't hurting nobody right now. Burn pretty good. Burn pretty good. Salute, salute. Thanks for checking in, fam. Hit that like button. Hit them likes and subscribe. Share the channel. I appreciate y'all. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube. Your Welding Coach on YouTube. For those who want to follow me on Instagram, it's Your Welding Coach on Instagram. Salute, salute. Thanks for the love. And I know it's about time for y'all to get some gear. So you know I got to show you. Go get your hog on, fam. Go get your hog on. All you got to do is go to Amazon and put in hog on welding t-shirts, hoodies, long sleeves, short sleeves, sweaters. It's going to pop up. And when it pop up, hit the brand button at the top. It'll show you everything that I got on Amazon. So I got a lot of different colors, hoodies, you name it, fam. I got some cool stuff on there. So for those who want to go check it out, Everything that's affordable, fam. Everything that's affordable. I think my hoodies are going for right now about $32, $34, something like that. I'm in Little Rock, Arkansas, family. Little Rock, Arkansas. If y'all cool with me, come down here and fool with me, fam. Starting next year, I'm going to do my goal is at least once a month to run a special where I can have it on a Friday to have people who maybe in the area want to come in to actually come down and visit the school, walk around, show you what we're doing. So I want to give anybody the opportunity to come down here once a month to check out the facility. So we're going to kick that off next month. So we're probably going to do it at the end. I start promoting it at the beginning of the month, and the last Friday of the month, we'll probably use it to people that want to come in and see the school or get signed up or want to ask different questions or whatever. That's my goal. So let me clean this off, fam, so y'all can see this. Turned out pretty good. So that's a 60-10 right here, down here. And turned out pretty good. And like I say, we're going to keep running until we get right beside that 70-18. And then we're going to call it a day. So I got a couple more. So the main thing, family, you can't see it? Hold on, let me try it one more time. I might push it to the side. Make sure I put it where you can see it. I have did it before though. Thought I had the camera right and I was all wrong. So now we finna dive back into it and do another 60-10. So the main thing, fam, is to take your time, be patient, get you an angle, stay tight, find you a pattern that you like, you're comfortable with, and stick with it, man. Don't switch it up. You know, we got a saying we love to say growing up. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, fam. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So just keep that in mind. So once you find your pattern, if it works for you, stick with it. Now, it's always good to learn a couple things. I love to say, learn you a couple things to put in your belt. That way, if this don't work, you can pull that out, you know. But, you know, other than that, find you something that works, fam, and just stay with it. Stick to it. That's right. Pull up. While we ride, let me mark my line again to make sure I stay right beside this one. I don't want to miss it. So sometimes you got to do that, fam. So ain't nothing wrong with it. Find you something, mark it, make sure you can see it. Worked pretty good. And now I got one more. And then I gotta close up my gap. And now I got one more. I appreciate y'all for checking in. Like I say, make sure you check out the bio. Go like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also to the Instagram. It's Your Welding Coach on Instagram for those who want to send me photos and things of that nature. You grind it down if you got any errors. Oh, are you saying why am I going down or why did I grind down? With the 60-10, you want to go downhill. Now, you can go up too, but it's better to go downhill with it. I'm just doing stringer beads. That's it. I'm just running stringers. I'm just running some stringers. That was the last one, fam. Seems like it burns pretty good. Let's clean it up and take a look at it. Like I say, learning like this teaches you a whole lot. I'm running downhill with a 60-10 because that's what you do with 60-10. You run downhill when you see piping. They start here and they go here. So most of the time you're going to be using 60-10 on pipe. That's why I'm going downhill. You don't see them starting at the bottom coming to the top when they doing pipe with a 60-10. It is what it is, fam. So I'm just giving some pointers. So today, just wanted to show y'all. I'm about to get ready to get up out of here. I appreciate everybody that's checking in. Our goal was to run 60-10s on this side. We ran 60-10s, and we ran 70-18s on the other side. So one side we did 70-18s. The other side we did 60-10s. And as you see, the profiles are a lot different. You see more of the dimes with the 60-10s than you do with the 70-18s. Now, I didn't manipulate it at all when I did the 70-18. No manipulation. I'm just running straight stringers, straight stringers. Now, this technique, like I say, doing it like this teaches you a lot. So if I was you and you had the opportunity, just getting a flat plate and running some beads on it, nothing wrong with that, but you're not going to get a whole lot out. But if you set it up like this, you can work on a root, you can work on a height, you can work on stacking, and also the profile and the dynamics of your weld. Yes, you can go uphill on pipe too. I ain't say you can't. I'm just saying that majority of the time you see them go down here. That's it, fam. Well, I'm going to let y'all go, man. Y'all be blessed. I appreciate everybody that had the time. Even if you was a hater or you wasn't a hater, I appreciate you for coming in, giving us a moment. Hey, I hope I said something that could help somebody. Later, I'm going to upload the video, so maybe you can go back, get some pointers, check out what I was doing, whatever. If I missed something that was good, point it out. Y'all be blessed. Enjoy your holiday. Happy holidays to everyone. Y'all be blessed. Happy New Year. Y'all stay blessed. I'll see you again soon. Hog on.